Welcome to Ogive Tech. Today I'll be talking about watches. Um, I love watches, so these are my little babies of watches. And these watches have two different things, or they have various things that are different. Of course, they have different design, different makes. However, something is actually uh, peculiar to each and every one of them. And we'll get right into it now. So let's continue. Um, if you look at this watch, it's quite different from this. Of course, there are two different makes, but one thing is glaring and obvious. This one is well protected. This one is not well protected, and I'll show you why just now. This is the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic from Samsung. Great watch, whereas software, and also great design. I actually like the rotating bezel because it makes the watch look very classy. But that is not the reason for this video. The reason for this video is to let us know that at each time these watches actually they go down in value. And one way to preserve the value of this watch will be to ensure that it is well protected, and it also it has less, it's less prone to damage. So if you look at this watch here with the rotating bezel, I have this on it, which is a protective for the rotating bezel. So if I strip off this, it looks very new. The watch looks very new, but I won't strip it off today. Also, if I strip off this and I clean this watch, you will see that the watch itself looks very new. So if you're thinking of using this watch for a long time, which is longevity now, you look at getting something like this. Something like this costs from maybe around $5 to $10. But the good thing is that they're able to ensure that this watch has a very good longevity. And if you're planning to also sell this watch, you should also look at that, because the newer the watch looks, the more money you're gonna get on the price to sell it. So, like for this other watch, this is a Tick Watch Pro 5. Great watch. I love the watch because there are two brands, the golden color and the black color. So I choose this one. So if you look at it very well, although I don't wear it any longer, I just wear it for a short time. It has a screen protector. So for all the watches, they have this. They should have this, because if this watch falls down and break, then you're going to be spending a lot of money to repair the screen. However, if you have something like this which just costs less than $5 or at most $10, this watch will sell for a higher price compared to a watch that looks like this, because this one is already scratched, not looking new, although it's an old watch, but it's not well maintained. So that is the other thing. You want to ensure that this watch looks as good as much as possible. The other thing is that for a watch that has like warranty, sometimes you might have to, maybe there's a damage or there's something that happened to the watch, and if this watch is not well maintained, then of course it loses its warranty, or it loses the guarantee for the company to replace or to repair it. So to ensure that the watch has or retains its warranty, you need to ensure that the watch is maintained. You see, quite a lot of people like this we use watch like this. At the end of the day, it's less attractive because people don't want to buy a watch that is scratched on the surface, or a watch that is poorly maintained, doesn't have any protective casing. The straps are a little bit worn out or a little bit, dirty. So you want to ensure that this watch looks good, looks functional as much as possible. Like for me, I love watches a lot. So from the manual watches to the so-called smartwatches. So I ensure that for aesthetic quality, these watches, they look as clean as possible. So although this watch is less than 6 months, it's still a good watch because it looks new, it looks nice, apart from the wearing that's like the back, it still looks new. And if you ask me, I would tell you maybe it's 1 month old, because I'm able to protect, I'm able to ensure that the watch is well maintained. So it goes with its protective casing, which I do for all my watches, the ones I wear, even the ones I don't wear, because sometimes when you store them or you put them somewhere, maybe they are not properly placed, they may have scratches or they rub against other watches. So that is the other point. Now we talk about the final one, which is extending the lifespan. So this watch will last for a longer time because it's well maintained. It will function for a longer time because it's well protected. And the only way you can do that is to ensure that these watches are protected with this casing. They have changeable straps, like this one has a changeable strap. I love to change to more convenient watch straps. Like this may be a little bit tight, but I still have some other newer straps that are more flexible. Like nowadays, I've changed from the regular straps that we have here to these more comfortable straps, because for these ones they fit perfectly, they are easily adjustable. Like for now, you can see that, and they don't put too much pressure. So sometimes the wear watches are a little bit tight, very painful, and like the plastic ones, they could be a little bit sweaty. These ones are cheaper, they are more flexible, and they are more for me, they are more aesthetically looking than the other ones. So just overview for these watches, because I want to probably give it away or probably sell it later on. I ensure that they are well maintained, and they still provide the good value that you expect. So to preserve your investment, to see that your watch value doesn't go down so fast, with scratches like this, with damages on the watch, you want to see that you maintained this watch. You provide them with protective casing that can make it look elegant. Like if I clean up this one now, you'll see that the surface looks almost as clean as anything. So just hold on and see, it just looks new. So it looks new, and nobody even knows I've worn the watch before. So that is a good thing about caring for your watches, caring for your watch, looking after them, and you get value from them. The few ones, lifespan of the watch is going to be extended, and the aesthetic appeal is still gonna look new. You can use it for so long, so many years, and you can eventually sell it off. So care for your watch or for your watches. Protect them with a casing like this one, or the various ones, various styles, you know. And at the end of the day, whether you are still using it or you're selling it, you still get good return on them. So that is all I have for today for watches. You can add your comment and also add your thoughts about this video. You can also like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. See you soon.